Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, DadCraft73. We're back here playing some DW20 1.12 modded Minecraft, and you know we're having a good old time. That is for sure and for certain. I'm over here in this village. It's not too far from my base. Today's going to be all about bees, but I need something first. So my base is just over there. It's just across the plains. I was hoping there'd be a cleric over here somewhere, because I need an emerald. Just one. I don't have any. I just need a single emerald. What are you? You're a weaponsmith. Coal is probably something I could trade you. How about you? What are you? You're a Fletcher. You want some string. I could do that as well. What are you guys? I think if I remember correctly, there's a bunch of Fletchers in this village. What are you? You're a Fletcher. You want string as well. What about you? You're a shepherd. You want wool. None of which I have with me. You're a shepherd. Nope, I don't see any guys. Okay, well, let's head over to the base real quick. Let's grab a little bit of coal. We'll come trade with that weaponsmith and see if we can't get a couple emeralds. The reason I need an emerald is I have a modifier on my pickaxe, and I want to put Silk Touch on it. And the reason I want to put Silk Touch is so I can get some grass. I need a couple grass blocks, and I don't have a way to get them currently, so we need those. And I just need 2, so it's a lot of effort running back and forth, but I would assume some Silk Touch is not going to be a bad thing long term. All right, let's go down here. And let's grab some coal. Yeah, we got tons of coal. We don't need to go too crazy. And we'll put this rotten flesh in there, plus all these other little odds and ends that I have managed to pick up. We're going to need those in a minute. You can stack together. Okay. All right, let's head back over here and do our little trade with this guy. And then we're going to make a silky jewel. I think we can make it. I'm pretty sure. I haven't really looked at the recipe. I just know that I need an emerald to start off with. So let's go see if we can't grab ourselves at least 1 emerald, if not a couple. You know, I got those farmer villagers in lassos, but I don't have any farms to be able to trade with them. I need to get that done at some point. Are you right here, weaponsmith guy? Hi, how are you? Don't run away. I'm here to trade with you. Okay. That's what I needed right there. 2 emeralds. Are you going to unlock more trades? What are you going to unlock? A sword with insight. I don't know what insight is, but okay. So that's what I wanted to do. I just need to get a couple emeralds. I think JD is heading for the end. He was on here a minute ago. We were chit-chatting about some odds and ends, and he was talking about needing some ender pearls, and I said, man, watch my episode from yesterday and get yourself to the end. I told him he could come use my portal if he wanted to. I mean, why not? He doesn't need to go finding it all around if he wants to use mine. It's only right by my base, for sure. All right, let's see what we can do to make this silky jewel now. Let's see. Okay. Silky jewel. So we need to make this. So we need to make these. Okay, can we make 4 of these by chance? 1, 2. No, we need more string. That's okay. How do I make bone meal? I have a little bit. Let's do this. Well, just that should be plenty. Let's throw a couple pieces of this these bones in this pulverizer. I also want to see what's going on here because I'm about to do some serious crafting, and I need to make sure I have lots of resources in my deal there. Let's get all these out. Can I hold most of these? Yeah, okay. And we'll just dump these guys all in here real quick like that. Keep that. Oh, dang it. Okay, we'll get that back in just a second. And these guys, and this, and I guess this can go in there. And these, right? We're going to get them back out in a second. What did I put in there by mistake? I don't know. I don't remember. Dang it. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so do we get some bone meal? We do. Oh, I put the bone meal in there. Okay. Let's just go up here to my expertly designed string farm. Right over here. Over here. Yep, here's my string farm. If you want to use this design, feel free to do so. It's the best ever. We just bone meal this piece of flax, this flax plant, and get ourselves some string. There we go. So we got 40 string. There's actually some more in there. There we go. Awesome. That'll be perfect. That should be able to get us what we need to make our silky jewel. And then we could go grab ourselves a little bit of grass, some dirt. All right, you go in there. Here, let's put this around here like so. 1, 2. Okay. Now, silky a jewel. Bang. 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 Okay. Now, we should just be able to go like here, stick this guy in there, that guy in there. Oh. Can't be used with the luck trait. That is not ideal. Okay. That is not what we want to have happen to us. That is for sure. This guy, does he have luck? No. Let's use this. Maybe we'll put it on. Do I have a modifier? No. Dang it. Okay. How about this guy? Do I have a modifier on him? Yes. Okay. We can do that. We'll add Soak Touch. I want to repair this guy. What is he? Iron? I can't remember if he's iron or his repair is... Here, let's see if we can get him repaired up real quick. Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and then if we put that in there, we could get this guy with Soak Touch. Okay, which is really what we need. I mean, a shovel's fine. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. I just need a little bit of grass dirt. So let's go over here, and I want to bring this guy back with us. Let's get my pickaxe, and let's get this guy. We're going to bring him back along with us. Am I not standing on the ground? There, we get those guys. Okay. And then we should be able to just go right here and get ourselves some grass. Yeah. Okay. And we might need a little bit more, so let's get another couple pieces. Is that 18? That's plenty. Should be plenty for what we need, at least so far. I mean, obviously, we could just run over there and get all the grass that we need if we need more. Man, my meat juice factory is working like a dream. I'm loving being self-injected with meat juice all the time. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Okay, so the reason that we had that industrial apiary over there in the plains is because, we were doing bees that were in the plains, right? So let's just get ourselves a little area. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. How about we just go like right here? I'm good with being like right out here. I mean, we're going to obviously get ourselves an official like bee setup deal. Okay, so you're going to go there, right? You have power. I do have 2 lifespan upgrades in this industrial apiary, and essentially they work differently than what you think. They actually reduce the lifespan of the bees, which is pretty cool because if you're breeding bees, right, or you're trying to grind through bees, having them with a reduced lifespan is pretty huge, actually. We're also going to need to put down a piece of grass right here. All right, we're going to need this, and we're going to need a flower. Let's put a flower right there, just so this guy will do his deal here in just a minute. So I can't put like meadows and forest and things like that, bees in this guy, because they require the plains, right? I don't know if I'm going to need like a hydration upgrade or not. We'll go see in just a second. Okay, let me see. But what we can make, let's put this extra junk away. Yes, yes. Keep that for now. Is, if we look at upgrades for Gendustry, one of the Gendustry upgrades we can do is a plains emulation upgrade. So it makes the system think that we're in the plains, which I think is, that's awesome, because we're going to need these probably in most of our things, or at least we're going to need different emulation upgrades. So they're pretty pricey, need an environmental upgrade, so I'm going to use almost all my diamonds to be able to do that. I have 1 diamond left. Hopefully I don't need it for anything else. And let's see. And then we should... Can we make this? Yeah. No, not the light. No. Planes. Okay, we need lots of pieces, parts here. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's get one of these. So we're going to need another bronze gear. Let's get that going. And then... Can we make this? Should be able to. Yep. Climate control. Right? And then... With our newfound... grass blocks, we can make plains emulation upgrade. Perfect. Now, let's sleep through the night. Yeah, JD, man, he's out of bees. You do start going through them in a hurry. Alright, let's put this in there. Let's kill this guy. Don't be coming around here. I'm doing bee stuff, guy. Okay. Alright, now, let's see if I can get some bees in there, and they'll actually work. Let's see what we can do. I might need like a hydration upgrade too. Humidifier upgrade. Is it that one? Maybe even a cooler upgrade. Oh man, I don't know. I'll say goodbye to JD. Okay. So, let me see if I have some stuff in here. Do I have, like, some pristine princesses? I mean, I have this industrious queen. I have this tolerant queen. Let's see if we can put her in this apiary, and let's see if it yells at us about needing stuff. Now, it should think this is the plains. All right, let's put her in here. Yeah, see? Working like a dream. Bees are flying out. We got a flower in there. Everybody's happy, okay? So, one of the things that I haven't done so far... Oh, dang it! Dang tree farm! That means this thing's totally offline again. Oh, man. That makes me grouchy that thing is jacked up that way. It shaved up my tree again. That means this thing probably has in its inventory now spruce stuff. Yes. Get out of here, spruce logs. Is it chopping the rest of my tree? Yes, it is. Dang it. It like all of a sudden sees this tree over there and it's like, oh, okay, let's just tear it up and we'll just chop it all down. Why not? That makes me not happy. I might have to move that setup over a little bit and get it out of the way. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I should be a little bit maybe. But I have tons of stuff at the moment. What is that? Tree sap. So I think I'm okay. All right, so today for bee breeding, we need to make a couple more things. So first of all, let's get us another industrial apiary. Let's see. Can we do this? Yes. So we need one of these. This is the hardest part of this whole deal, I think. So we'll go like that. And then we'll go like this. All right, we'll make the bee receptacle. And then we need some bronze gears. Get a couple of the... You know, we should maybe go and make 2 of these, maybe. We might as well. All right, and then we need some pistons. 1, 2. Oh, dang it. Here, you go in there too. I don't know why I always think that I should do that. Okay, apiary. All right, now, can we make pistons? Okay, there we go. And now we need to make some sturdy casings. 1, 2. And now we should be able to make this guy, right? Can we make 2 of these guys? I thought I had another bee. Oh, we never made it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we have 2 industrial apiaries now. We're also going to need some flux ducts. Let's use some of this fancy stuff. We'll use that, okay? All right, and let's go up here. Did I say what we were supposed to do? No, I didn't even tell you. So the deal is, when you're doing bees, at least I think, right? You should probably get yourself a couple apiaries. And you need to have, like, a good supply of drones, right? You really need to almost, like, get yourself, like, geared up and ready to do bee stuff. So let's get this. Here, can I change this guy to... I mean, they are out. Let's do output. Okay, there we go. By the way, if you don't know, right, Smart Wrench, you can click any side of the power cell and it does what you want it to do. All right, let's go here and here. All right, now these guys are going to be getting some power and these guys are going to be working. So you can see, because we have this lifespan upgrade, it's running through this bee a lot faster, right? I think we should probably even get a couple more of these if we can make them. It costs more power, you know, which is never a good thing, but at least we can process our bees faster. Lifespan upgrade. We need these. Oh, it was these things that was the problem. Can I make more of these? Okay, sugar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to do 4 pieces of sugar. Okay. Now can I make these lifespan upgrades? Okay. Now, should be able to make 2 more of these guys, right? Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right, let's go back out here. And for our next round of bees, we'll put that in there, right? And then, man, this thing's going to be... So you can put 4 of those guys in there, and it makes it so much faster. It doesn't really look like it's faster because it's still a pretty slow process, but trust me, it is a lot faster, for sure. Okay, so what I want to do today, I want to get some very specific bee species to address one of my biggest issues that I have here around the base, which is I never have any diamonds. So we're going to see if we can't get ourselves a diamond bee today and see what we can do to make that happen. So let's take a look and see. Diamond. Okay, so we need to get a diamond princess, and that's cultivated plus lapis. Now, if I go back upstairs, right, I have in my bee chest over here, I should have some cultivated laying around. Yep, so I have a cultivated drone for sure, and I have, yeah, just one. So 2 cultivated drones. So we can use the cultivated drone as part of the breeding. So we don't have to worry about this tree. So we need to figure out how to get lapis. So to get lapis, it's imperial plus resilient. Now I did a little bit of breeding off camera, and I have myself. Oh, I thought maybe I had an imperial. I don't. Okay, so we're gonna get one. All right. So we need lapis. We need imperial. So that's noble plus majestic. Now let's take a look in here. And by chance, do I have any of those? I have a noble princess. Do I have a majestic? I don't think so. Okay, so the first step is to get ourselves a majestic. Okay, so that's this imperial. Noble plus majestic. So we don't have majestic, so majestic is noble plus cultivated. Okay, so what is this? This is a noble princess. Do I have any more noble bees laying around here? Hello, drones? Noble drones. Okay, so I could take this guy and this guy, one of our cultivated, right? Noble plus cultivated. Right, let's take a look one more time to make sure we are on top of things here. So majestic is noble plus cultivated. So I can take my noble princess, breed it with my cultivated drone, get a majestic. Okay? And then if we go back, then I can take noble and majestic and get imperial. And then we just need to run down the resilient chain, which we can do. Okay, so let's go down here and breed these guys together. So we put those in our advanced mutatron. We go noble princess, cultivated drone. We say give me majestic queen. Okay, it runs through its deal, uses some genetics labware, and now we have a majestic queen. Okay, so we can go up here like so, and we can go out here like so, and we should be able to put her in there. Now she says it's too hot, right? Too hot, don't like being in here, but you know what we'll do? We'll put her in here, and she should be happy, right? Are you happy in here now? Yeah, okay. So because we're emulating the plains, right? So whether or not we're in the desert or not, it doesn't care. It says, oh, okay, we're over here. So now we have some tolerance. So let's go ahead and get those in our chest. And I tell you what, let me jump off camera until I get these majestics taken care of. Let's get these majestics bred, and then we should be able to get ourselves to the next level. So we have imperial. So noble plus majestic is going to give us imperial, right? And then we just need to go down the resilient chain, which we have industrious already, right? Is this industrious? Yes. So we have an industrious already. So that means we're going to have to get ourselves robust. And that's why we did tolerant. So we need unweary plus tolerant gives us robust, and unweary is diligent and cultivated. So I'm in a little bit of trouble, right? Because I don't have any. I have this cultivated drone, which I may be able to use, but you got to be a little careful. You know, I don't know. So I think, you know, it's funny because Soap and JD were saying, oh, I did all this work and I have all these bees and I didn't use Gendustry. Man, the fact that they went through the apiary route and have tons of these different kinds of drones is actually not a bad deal, right? That's actually a smart move. I think that's important to do that. Okay, so this is running through. I need to get sort of my mind right. I think what I'm going to do, I started it down here, and I'm going to finish this off camera, was just starting to put some signs up. I almost need like a workboard that says, okay, here's the step you need to do. So I'm going to spend some time and detail out exactly what we need to get to a lapis bee, and then we should be able to get ourselves diamond by the end of this episode. Oh man, we're deep in the weeds. but I love it. I love bee breeding. Isn't it cool? It's so much better than vanilla. Next week, if you're going to be watching my Age of Engineering a series, if you've been watching that, I mean, it's not for everybody, but I'm loving it over there playing that mod pack. But if you haven't watched it, we're going to do some vanilla, quote, just plain old forestry bee breeding without the benefits of gendustry, and you'll see the difference if you watch that. So we're going to start that next week for sure. But anyway, let me get these bees taken care of. I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. It's some hours later. I don't know, maybe 2 hours later since the last clip. I've been doing some serious work, and I want to show you exactly what we've got going on here. So, I tell you what, so personally, I'm a visual kind of learner type of guy, right? So, if I read it, sometimes it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and even like looking at like JEI and be like, oh, cultivate is this and this, sometimes I need it like written out for me. So, that's essentially what I've done. So, I have a bunch of bees and signs and item frames up here on the wall. So let's sort of walk through. So to make a diamond bee, right, we need a cultivated, it doesn't necessarily have to be a princess, but you need a cultivated bee to do that. And here's how you make those. You take a forest bee or, you know, whatever. Yeah, forest, I think swamp bee, the one that comes from there, whatever. Just a regular hive bee that you find, and you breed 2 of the different hive bees together. So you have a forest and a meadows, for example. Those bred together give you a common, right? A common bee plus another one of the hive bees, like a meadows or a forest or whatever, will give you cultivated. So that's step 1 in the diamond princess chain, right? Common plus forest. And you can see you can take common and breed it with meadows, forest, modest, tropical, wintry, marshy, water, rocky, embittered, etc., right? Different types of bees that you can use. But this, for most people that are just like rolling around in a brand new world, you usually find lots of forest, lots of meadows. Those 2 together give you a common. Then you take that common bee and you combine it with another one of these guys and you get cultivated. Okay? So there's cultivated bee. Step 1 done. The easiest step. Let me tell you what. So next we need to get to a lapis bee. And that has 2 chains, right? So you've got imperial and you've got resilient. So first of all, to get to imperial, you need noble and majestic. So let's slide over here. So if I take a cultivated bee and breed it with a common bee, I get a noble. Okay? So cultivated plus common gives me noble. Noble plus cultivated gives me majestic. Right? So we have to get a noble bee, and then we take a cultivated and a noble, and that gives us a majestic. Okay? So there's our steps. Now, if we take the noble and the majestic and breed them together, we get an imperial. All right? So that is step 2.1 to get to imperial. All right? So that's probably the second easiest chain. So we now have an imperial princess sitting right in there. All right, so that's this whole wall. All right, next, if we want to get to resilient, we've got to do some more stuff. So we need an industrious, which means we need a diligent and an unweary. So a diligent is common plus cultivated. So if we go over here, yeah. So we take common, which we learned how to make over there, plus cultivated, which we learned how to make over there, and we get a diligent. You take a diligent plus a common, again, which we learned how to make, and that gives you unweary. So now you have diligent and unweary. You take diligent and breed it with an unweary bee, and you get industrious. Okay? So now we're working towards the process to get ourselves robust or resilient. Okay? So now we have an industrious bee. Now to get robust, we need an unweary, which we learned how to make over here, right? You need an unweary, and you need a tolerant, okay? And tolerant is diligent and rocky. Rocky comes out of those rocky combs that you find. So we know how to make a diligent, so we take a diligent and a rocky, and it gives us a tolerant, okay? So everything just kind of keeps building and building on each other. So the bees that you learn how to make sort of downstream, you'll need to make them again to get to this point, okay? So now we have ourselves a tolerant. So if I take tolerant plus unweary, it gives me robust, which is over here. So unweary and tolerant gives me robust. And then finally, I take that industrious bee that I learned how to make, combine it with robust over here, and I get resilient, which I haven't done yet because I didn't have any of these other bees. So let's grab this guy and we'll do this together. So here's we have our industrious and our robust. So let's go over here to our gendistry machine and we will say you and you, and now we're going to have resilient. Okay, let's go ahead and make that. And then we've got a couple more steps here. So as soon as we have resilient, we're ready to make lapis. Okay, imperial plus resilient gives me lapis. Okay, so we're going to do that together. We'll figure we'll come back and, oh, not there, here. Okay, so there's our resilient queen. Now if we go upstairs, sleep through the night. JD was on. Looks like OJ and JD were trying to figure out how to make it daytime automatically. I don't know if I need it to be daytime automatically all the time. So I put this resilient in there, right? And now she's going to run through, and the output of this is going to allow us to make a lapis bee. So we already have an imperial, we just need a resilient, and then we can make lapis. And then as soon as we have lapis, we can combine that with cultivated, and we'll get diamond. Oh my goodness. What a crazy rabbit hole of an adventure that we've been into today for sure. But it's kind of cool, right? I mean, it's not like, it's somewhat difficult, but it's also not like crazy insane, right? Because everything kind of builds. So we've got just find our normal hive bees like rolling around in the world, and we get those together to make common. And then we take this common with another hive bee that we find out in the world, and then we get cultivated, which is that first step, right? And I have a feeling that a lot of our bee breeding processes downstream are going to probably rely very heavily on common and cultivated. So I think what we're going to do in tomorrow's episode is we're going to set up some processes where we can just get stacks on stacks of common drones and cultivated drones. Essentially, we're going to get ourselves a breeding pair of commons and cultivateds, and then we're just going to let them run, right? And we may do that with some of these other things because, for example, if we take a look at like noble, for example, right? And we look at use on that. Noble can be used to make Myri bees. It can be used to make ancient bees and mystical bees, right? And then, so if we take a look at mystical, I'm not sure what we get out of it. We get a dripping comb, right? So I don't know how valuable that is really, but, we may need that. An ancient bee, if we take a look at him, we get an old comb. And we take a look and see what we get out of an old comb in a centrifuge. I guess we don't get anything. But that's okay. We definitely get beeswax and we get a honey drop. So I think that some of these bees, we're going to definitely have to set up processes where we're breeding these guys automatically. Like, for instance, if we take a look at cultivated really quick. Cultivated? And we look here and we look at all the uses for cultivated. We make all of these sort of base bees, unweary, sinister bees that we get from them. We get fiendish, obviously diamond, excited bees. We get derpious bees, eldritch. So these are used in a lot of different sorts of aluminum bee comes from cultivated for sure. So let's take a look here and for aluminum. Yeah. So we're going to have to make all of these different types of bees, right, to get icy and agrarian. If we want to go down all the bee species, we're going to need a good supply of these guys right here. And I'm going to show you how we can do cool stuff. Let's see if these resilient ones are done. Yes. Okay, so now we can make a lapis bee. So we have all the pieces parts, finally. Now you will notice that whenever you do resilience, you get a princess and a drone, so you don't get multiples. Not yet, at least. We can genetically alter these guys, and we can make them do essentially whatever we want to. So if I do cultivated plus resilient, what? Resilient. Let me see if I have a cultivated drone. Please work. You dang thing. All right. Okay, that's a princess. It's a drone. Wasn't this the thing? Diamond B. Oh, no, not that. That's my fault. Okay, we need the Imperial over here. Okay. Whew, almost had like a heart attack. So, Imperial plus Resilient gives us Lapis. Yes, yes. And you can see they're pristine. Remember, we learned early when I first started bees that the difference between pristine and ignoble is that ignoble will die eventually. So you put ignoble into your apiary, keep cycling it through. After a while, it's going to die. All right, let's see if this guy will actually run. Yep, he'll run. So we have to wait until this guy's done, and then we can take cultivated plus lapis, and we're going to have a diamond bee. Oh, man. So I'll tell you what, let me jump off camera real quick while this cycles through, and then I'll bring you back. We'll make a diamond bee. We're going to set up an automated system quick before this episode ends to start harvesting them, and then we're just going to let them go to town. Let me do that. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. Check it out. We got ourselves a Lapis Princess. Yeah, boy. And a Lapis Drones. We got one of each. Let's put them in here into our Mutatron. We're going to do Cultivated Princess, and we're going to do a Lapis Drone, and there's our Diamond Bee. Pristine stock, which means it will essentially last forever, and it will just produce diamonds all day long. Okay, so now we've got our Diamond Bee. That was the whole purpose of this episode. Well, not just that. We did some, I guess, some like tutorial kind of stuff as well, which is kind of fun, I think. Let's grab these out of here. We don't have any room. Let's, do I have room that I can throw some stuff away in here? By the way, I took down my plant gatherer. That thing wasn't working, so, obviously. So I just took it offline. Alright, let's take these out. Do I have enough space? Yeah, it should remember these. Actually, you know, we could probably set it up here. That's fine. Let's take these guys offline, though. Okay, we'll take those offline. Let's get our bag open and let's put a couple more tools away real quick. We'll just put some stuff away so we have a little bit of room to work. Yeah. Okay, good enough. All right, so now this apiary is what we've been doing with all our breeding. We're going to put the automation upgrade in this guy just so these bees that are in there will just cycle around and around. So we're just going to set this up right now. No, not that. Where's our diamond? Diamond queen. Okay, you set right there. Now what the automation upgrade will do is any of the materials, right, like the combs and the output from the bee, will get automatically placed in here. Any drones will get cycled back around. So princesses and drones will automatically get cycled back around. So this thing will just sit there and do its deal now. So not a problem whatsoever. Now let's get some things. And here's how we're going to run this. So let's get ourselves a drawer. This will work. Let's get one of those like that. And then we need an item. We need some item stuff. Item ducks. Yeah. And we're going to need some servo. Actually, we might. Yeah, we're probably going to need a servo. So let's make servo. Let's make one of these guys right there. Can we make one? Yeah, make this. Okay. All right, now, if we go up here, now we should. Oh, let's sleep through the night. That bee's not working when it's nighttime. Not good. All right, let's go over here. And just temporarily, this is all going to be temporary because we're going to set ourselves up like an official setup here before too long. We need to make sure we're not blocking the sunlight, at least currently. So let's do like that, and we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. And let's get this out of here. Where did I just put my wrench? Right here. All right, and then we should be able to twist him. No? Please be quiet, phone. Dang thing, tripping out. All right, how about the crescent hammer? Can we twist it with this? Oh, don't go in there. Dang it. Oh, it's always something around here. Trying to finish up this episode so it's not like 18 years long. And then what happens? Our crescent hammer goes all crazy. Where did my crescent hammer go? I don't know. That's not cool. All right, anyway, let's go like this and like this, okay? And we'll stick this guy here like that. All right. That's really strange. I don't know. Okay, and then let's just step down here real quick, and we'll go like this. I think these guys are only going to produce 2 things, these bees. I don't know for sure. All right, he's almost done his first cycle, so we'll know in just a second. Let's go around here and put our servo on here, and we'll just say he's always enabled, right? He's just going to do his deal. Then we could take this guy away and this guy away. I know it turns it back into dirt. Man, I wish I would have my crescent hammer. Oh, it's right there in my inventory now. Crazy game. Okay. All right, let's see what ends up happening here. Okay. So this guy... should have cycled through. Should have some goodies. What? Okay, let me go clean up my inventory real quick while that guy runs through a second time. So we should get some combs from this guy. We also get, let's take a look here, Diamond Queen. Let's see what we end up getting from her, right? So bee produce is rocky combs, 20% chance. Oh, and a diamond comb, just a 1% chance. So not a guaranteed that we're going to get one of those every time. So it's going to cycle through. And then the diamond comb, when we run it through the centrifuge, we get a diamond fragment out of it, right? So obviously this is not, right now, going to be some ridiculous, like, oh, I'm going to have millions of diamonds tomorrow. It's going to be a slow process because we need to get diamond combs. We need to convert those into, run those through the centrifuge and get the stuff out that we need. But if we had like an army of diamond queens, like say like, I don't know, 10, all running through, producing combs, I bet we could get ourselves a half decent production out of them. So what I want to do, let's see how much time we have left here on this thing. It's almost done. So maybe we'll just wait for this thing to finish. And as soon as it's done, we will see if we get one of those combs. Now they should come out of here and get put into these drawers. There's only 2 productions from these guys. So we'll just start stacking them up in here. And then I need to make sure I don't have this place chunk loaded. I need to make sure it's chunk loaded so it's working while I'm not here. Of course. So this, and then we're going to chunk load both of these. Okay, there we go. Now they're chunk loaded. Should be working. All right, come on, hurry up. 83%. It's almost done. I'd like to end this episode with at least something out of these crazy bee things. Now, there's things that we can do to increase our productivity here, and we're going to work through those in the coming episodes. But now that we're in down with the bees, we're going to have to be messing around with these guys quite a good bit. I hope you guys are ready for that. I mean, that was what we were going to do in this series anyway. We got to deal with this next time for sure. I got a plan. Don't worry. That's going to be taken care of pretty soon. All right, hurry up. Did I get nothing again? All right, well, we got our bee. We just need her to start producing stuff. So it's going to be a very rare chance that she's going to give us a diamond comb. I mean, literally a 1% chance. And then we need a bunch of these diamond combs to give us these, right? So we take a look and see what we do with these. It's 9 of these together gives us a diamond, right? So that's how we're going to start farming diamonds. Now this, like I said, this is obviously not some like insanely quick process, but if we have multiple of these, I think we're going to be all right. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to end this episode now. We've spent plenty of time chit-chatting about stuff, but we have our goal, which is our first real bee production. Now we just got to get a big area where we can put all these crazy bees in there, have like 10 or 20 of each kind running through, pumping out the resources. Who needs one of those crazy quarries? We have a bee that after 2 cycles has given us nothing. But it will. Don't worry, man. I'm not worried about it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from the DW20 1.12 modded Minecraft series, We got diamond bees, baby. It's awesome. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.